Wankwa.
Nonsia abo adeshimama yemamuina jo emamakwaba edeba insania television so ebraso se omaimu nsam nya mahodo so nsam asemufo asem asone sokroje don shoreba kontem mebegina menai so avisa edi amawo se kase ewo afidie eso nsam no doposuo se tie ni edo so pa na de edimu akotene ebi ene se edom kuma wono wo mahebedwefie eneyi wode ato eye aban nanim se sika ewo honom ne senti wonhwe se adwumayefo wonu maketua akamu no wobetumi etua ede ama wonum sanso ena ene Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ede atudwa wotre se one eye China ban edi kasubom ebeboa ama tariffs na fei eto ahodo dededa nwoma so no se kwa China man mu a wonum ebetumi eyini na edi efri honom sanso ena oswafo wono ena wohwe amanone eho ensem so onwimyamfo okujeto ablakwa ene wode atudwa wotre se womampeni John Dramani Mahama wo fixe nyoma pa wo se nyoma wo ye wo my Ghana mu ha no esweni ense wo ka kire ensem bi ka woni mu ne afofo bi aka don hwere ba kontem agudie mu nsem amanone nsem enegide mu nsem edwedie mu nsem ka ho ni na yabo no tofa don hwere ba kontem ye de ebe somo se kase ewo efidie so ye de wase sabre na bribia no wunya adaje nya botretina wo TV ho na ye de ensem no esomo enwumre yi me amaje penie afa me ho ebegina ha ekenkan kase ama medin efia boafo adepa yentonkra embrate ye ba ensem ni twemu eto aso Yensan enda wasibiem Africa me hona ensem ni twemu mefa entwa so enfama me hyase na me hyase edi efri Ghana PSA omampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama nakache na eneyi eye mampeni edi atudwa wotre se omai Ghana ye hwe nim se wonom ebesi eye Green Digital City ewo omai Ghana mu ha na woni eye Interministerial Committee ena wonom be bedi sa adwuma na nuti no ebebo pa enyuma hodro enafe enyoma hodro ewo se oba my Ghana mu ha no etumi aba.
As part of Ghana's transformation, we plan to establish a new green city that will straddle the three regions of Greater Accra, Volta, and Eastern regions. I'll soon inaugurate an interministerial committee to guide the design and feasibility study of this new city. I'll also appoint a transaction advisor to lead the process for the implementation of this all-important project. This will be a green digital city and will display cutting-edge technology in urban design, planning, and innovation. This city is planned to be a 20-year project executed in 4 phases, and my expectation is that the first phase will commence before my tenure of office runs out. Our Chinese colleagues to be a part of this all-important project.
Yetwaka sebono eso yegusu jinemu ewo Ghana mampeni akache na ene oswafo wono ene wo hwe amanane enwo ensem so eyo nyumyafo Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa wode atudwa wo hwe se wo ba Ghana mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni so adehunu se resetting agenda fixing se obeye nsiesie ewo companies ahodo dwumayekuo enafei enyoma hodo wo my Ghana mu ha wo se eyade wo mampeni fixe pa wo se wo ye nsiesie ankasa titu eni se nansenya akra no Black Star wonom ekọ akono no enkunimdi wode eba wo my Ghana sabre ya qualifier ye kọ eye World Cup no nansema wode tudwa no eni.
Since assuming the presidency,
He is fixing all the problems he inherited. He's fixed the economy. He will give you the details of that. He's fixed education. He's fixed healthcare. He's fixing infrastructure. And only a few days ago, he's also fixed our football. Ghana has qualified for the World Cup. So the visionary, problem-solving President John Mahama is not sparing any sector of national development.
Yedi ni tremu ewo enwumesia aseye na 2025 Adia Triennial on Education Jumedino empenifo ayese afiwedie no ebekoso ewo omai Ghana mu hanam so manei wonom apa hontoma no penipa wono na wohwe enwumesia ho ensem so onimyamfo Haruna Idrisu edi atu dwese sa jumedie beboa ema homesia ensem se eba no eye category A schools no na afei eye nyoma hodro ebeboa ama schools ahodro no wono metumi akọ wonanimu a ebeboa pa eye wo se wonam dwumedie so ebetumi ede nkwada no afantitiem.
The Ministry of Education has the pleasure to announce that Ghana has been selected to host the 2025 Triennial of the Association for the Development of Education in Africa, ADIA. The triennial is scheduled to take place at the Labadi Beach Hotel in Accra from the 29th to 31st October 2025. It will bring together 350 participants and over 30 ministers of education. Other expected stakeholders include high-level representatives from the World Bank, the Africa Development Bank, FCDO, UNESCO, the Gates Foundation, MasterCard Foundation, senior policymakers, thought leaders, researchers, and academia to share knowledge and evidence on groundbreaking innovation that will promote education generally in Africa. The theme for the triennial is strengthening the resilience of Africa's educational systems, advancing towards ending learning poverty by 2035 with a well-educated and skilled workforce for the continent and beyond.
Edon kuma wonom ewo emrahye ena ene wo kasei na openipa wono ena woye ranking member woda health committee no ano eye Dr. Ayew Efuyiye wo twese na sei edwumayefo bebre na wo twese won marketua akokọ akemu na afenso eka bi ewo ho no mampenifo entua fama wonom eno na wo twese sika ne de ebi ho enu nti enya afei ena cabinet eba be approve anase wo begia tum na wonom eyi sika wo sika no wo nuti abanhwe se eka biara wode adwumayefo no wonom ebetua ama na free ho.
Now, this clearance expired on the 31st December in item 7. As you read, it said, please note that this financial clearance expires on the 31st of December 2024 and cannot be used thereafter. Now, in normal public administration and civil service of this country, financial clearances expire. Even under this government, they will have financial clearances expire and they will go for extension. It is a normal practice in the system. It's no news, but you could only use it when you go for an extension for the Ministry of Finance. So why didn't government see the need? Money was allocated for 15,000. You came in 7,000 or almost 8,000 had started. The remaining were employed by Ghana Health Service, albeit they were late, but they were at post. You didn't see the need to tell the institutions to reject them. Neither did the institutions write to you to reject them. What it meant was that they filled the gap and they were needed to be at post. So the institution used them. Except for political reasons. They did not extend this for political reasons. And then 10 months down, they faced an embarrassment where the students or the staff went on a public agitation, demonstration, to draw your mind to this clearance and the need for extension. Embarrassing enough, you are saying that you've taken it to cabinet for an approval. What sort of cabinet do you have to take for an approval when you have a clearance already? You throwing dust in the eyes of the people. So government created a mess. And they've seen 10 months, it's caught up on them, and they are fixing it. And that's when you take political decisions. You see, the minority, we are a reasonable minority. If you remember when the nurses went on strike, the leader is here. On the guidance of the leadership and the committee, we resolved that it was too early for us to support a cause, and maybe they may have to be reasonable to government. And that was because government is continuum. Regardless of the clearance they had, all this payment dates was approved in the last year. Understand government a bit, and then be merciful. Go back to work and negotiate with government. The minority was so reasonable. And then the nurses saw the need to go back to work. So this is a reasonable minority. We've given you the opportunity as a government to find your feet in the first year as much as you can. And we have become so not too political with health. But you are dragging us in. It's the same thing that you did. You were so political. In 2020, the nurses went on strike for 3 weeks. Then in opposition, the NDC supported them that you should stay in opposition. They should learn from the minority. Our position in this year has been that it's too early. So we extended a goodwill, not because of the NDC government, but for the Ghanaian, whose life will be lost. And when the nurses are fixed, at the end of the day, what happened to the life that is lost? That's how reasonable that we have been. We cannot continue to be reasonable when you take the youth of this country for granted. The youth
Ugusu ehwe nonsia kasie ewo insania television so ye kira kwan ewo kaso yenya no kwantempon no so anti-Messi janhye ho ene nwumre ye gina ye butu a ye de ensemi ye de ebro ye to kasie ne so ana ye de ni twemu ewo esukuma odobin brakwa eno ewo mfimfini mantem emu na enche ye kora na beto dwese contractor bi a wo sidan ede ama esuafo wonom ewo odobin senior high school contractor no akwakoto eye school dan ni mu ni na ne se wo twese aban no ede ne ka wontue nwie ye na eneyi openipa wono ene woye aban crash peni a wogine mu ede ma adehye wono ewo esikuma odobin brakwa Mrs Olivia Bento woni penifo abana kwakopie mu ewo odobin senior high school akohwe sede adwumedie ena afei adan no kra no bebi akwakodu na wo twese payment na afei siketwe bi a wo se wo ho no penifo be hwe no wonom aye ne sa pepepe
Senior high school, their letter asking the districts, allowing them to maybe tax or the dues, ask the student to pay dues for maybe the PTA dues. They should correct it again. So I have to call director, but unfortunately he went to workshop, so it is there. But that one, as you say, we are blending it. Let me change it and let's talk.
Okay.
This one, but what's a year PTA project now? Since 2011, 2010 was 11 or cano, 2010 or cano, Mr. Contractor, no man kasa. Because what my contractor, what my time frame, at the share, I was able to do the human. Since then now, on a delay and now, on us we delay no, and I offer say me in hiding. Because assembly am a contractor. I shall bear 1 year. I was say we, but we since 2010, that was 14 years or 15 years ago. And then I went to main we no, and kita humbe on the assembly, and I even some because that time no the PTA use. You should go one contract no. PTA swear to almost 80%. What prevents him? No went to my year man. I bet to say. Into the right, you know. Made this year more right in the and questions.
Okay.
Because the contract, you know, if say Obeba Bess I do ya court issues in our home. Into me maybe say some friend now on by maybe or her on friend court, you bet you are so now. They are the percent and the casa because of here or a young crony, and say, a baby agility. Into a PTA, yeah, there's assembly. But my name is for Casa. My name is Amidina Suntilan Kai. My name is Casa so big to me. But no one said them a combat. I will say at the Shiano, a question. Into the man of my head. That's the issue.
Okay.
And Jumedi Sunku Akoso no a National Boardroom Governance 2025 conference. And I'm so Emma Openipa wano and our Chief of Staff, Ora Julius Deborah Eddie Ato, a board of directors Bebrina Enimu say. One shall say a buying a Juma who draw what they atoto anono, one bit to me aye, no way free wakum, no way ni na abwa ama se a banu enconta boom summer, one to me ebu, I'm an agent and nice and a bebwa, I'm on mine to me a fan to mapa efra.
Industrialization, skills advancement, governance continuity protects national projects from political cycles and market volatility. When boardrooms think generationally, the present becomes the foundation, not the finish line. We must, however, acknowledge the realities before us. Boards today operate in an environment of heightened public scrutiny, fast-changing markets, and tightening regulations. Weak governance invites reputational harm, legal exposure, and financial instability. That is why the government continues to strengthen accountability and transparency through initiatives such as the Reset Agenda and Government Accountability Series, where sector ministers publicly account for policies and progress made. Accountability is not a performance. It is a trust exercised on behalf of the people. Yet no amount of policy can replace the culture of integrity that begins within the boardroom. To our chairpersons and board members gathered here today, the challenge is clear. Anchor strategy in accurate data, tie productivity to purpose, embed after readiness in your operations. Diversify finance for resiliency, not fragility. Strengthen supply chain governance and measure sustainability as a core boardroom metric. Build a next generation of leaders and insist on ethics as the foundation of performance. Governance is not an event, it is a continuous discipline.
Yet so aka sebono eso na ye hunye hu hyemudie bi akoso ewo Gan West Mensin no emu enam so man penifo e de atu dwese ehia pa esan se eye medium term development plan bi wonom ebobo ho na wahwe se enhyehye yahodro enwuma hodro bi wodi begu akwam na aboa ama Gan West Mensin no etumi egina ne nan so na enumu ena penipa wono ena woye municipal coordinating director Owura Isaac Kwache edit to just say ehu behia pa sa brana brano wone ne mafo behia na wonom adwendwen eye Mensin no ho se de beye dan kwamma bi eye daache no Mensin no betumi afa ne ntuma pa efra
yeah stakeholders meeting they engage your various stakeholders for companies, assembly members, unit committee members, and all other stakeholders on our medium-term development plan for 2026 to 2029. Now, this medium-term development plan is expected to guide the Assembly on implementation of activities. About say, input every various stakeholders who Assembly members are him for near the community name, and the plan is expected to be owned by the stakeholders. That is Assembly members in the unit committee. This plan for 4 years. 4 years, you can't name here, but if you are not in Yeska, you are the expect to say stakeholders now, but now so be implementing project.
Jumadie no ebewie no Gan West Municipal Planning Development Officer Madam Cynthia Bonsa Erisamchofo Edinkomo ebo ntremu dwumadie no sade etie ene mfasode a ede ebebre wo mu na ofasa akonya no so mane mabako mienu bia etosini ewo Mensin no emu no wode to Samchofo anim
dwumadie ye part of our plan preparation, medium term development plan preparation processes for the 2026-2029 medium term plan. Now we the first engagement stakeholders are having Yes, start here situational analysis, yeah, community needs assessment, and no more than a year. Into the nanny, you say, yeah, presenting and draft plan, no, a day amount. And draft plan, no, near my, it won't be say, yeah, call all the electoral areas within the municipality. In some of the issues, almost how be say, or my coin and problem with drains, schools overcrowding, schools, classrooms, Kalana Boape, so be and about health and so infrastructure, health facilities are a municipality endorse. Into a man of person was assessing healthcare, a challenge also to find a emua and son when your healthcare. And I'm so much pregnant women near dear, almost lose lives and near and about insurance, so more challenges with insurance. Baby, be why then pipe in Ghana water no in Drew community water and so in Drew into they have serious challenges when it comes to water and after security so your issues kakra.
Nanusi yano unit committee chairman war in Sakina electoral area Owura Francis Ebo Edu asono samchofo edin komo na wɔkyerɛ dwumadin wɔn de asome ni papa esan sɛ bibi akɔso ho yi na ugidi sɛ ɛbɛboa fa saakwa no so ɛto asem members enkra sɛ ɛho behie ye papa sɛ wɔnom de nkyerɛkyerɛ mu do bɛkɔ ɛde ama wɔnom manfo wɔ ebie gyinasie bi mpo aban ɛba bi na moto bi aban ɛba beto ani betimi aboa ma temamufo no ɛnya wɔnom ɛho ntiase
de me hu ya inde me ni aso 1 in a million the coordinating director any representative from the MC no the action goal for the 5 years plan from 2025 to 2029. I'm say almost said there so assembly members ni unit committee members ni yes they hear say you be educating your electoral areas and your community because the education na nko anyima aban timi ya bibia I was say you educate mu say aban say ni say na aban the policy e dey ba e den na and mo be na betuma ye nti say ni say na say we ye nti I believe say yes the only thing I say is that we have to sanitize or educate our community.
Titneni edema NDC amanyoko no Yewura Johnson esiedu enketia General Mosquito na ene wodento obono akwakopie mu ewo fragmentemu na enumu ena wakasa ena wode atu jose eba ne galamse for megudi ayetu ne basa na NDC amanyoko ebo homodin ye pa akwanyase bia wonom ebefa so na wetu ase no wose wonom eye ne sa pepepe.
People have been blaming the government for our promise to control Galamsey, which we are yet to deliver on. They are blaming government for our promise to create jobs for all the youth. Work has started, but it hasn't shown results yet. I just want to remind everybody that however hard you try, you cannot produce a child in less than 9 months. If you marry today and you say that people are teasing me, I want to have a child, can you produce a child in less than 9 months? When a woman becomes pregnant, no matter how hard you pray, no matter what work you do, it will still take 9 months for a child to be born. So some of the things have their own timeline for maturity. If work has started on the control of Galamsey, we don't expect our rivers to be clean within that short time. If you stop the mining, it will take some time for the water bodies to be clean. If you stop the mining in forest reserve, it will take some time for us to reclaim the forest and plant new trees. So I am happy about the progress being made, and I want all of you to commend the government for the work that has been done so far.
Yet Kasie bono eso na enei Ghana Water Limited nefa ewo Accra East sabre mpanifo etu anamon akwakobo enipa mienu bi abaso won senti na ne se sa nipa mienu yi se won water bill no eba ekwan a wofa so etua no wonom etua ne ntem otua ne pepepe ebi mboro so ena feso ebi enkechi de senti wo twem se sa enipa mienu wonom eyomamba pa eno eye Madam Gloria Tete ena fe Madam Aisha Tubawa sa nipa mienu yi ene wonom abo wonom abaso.
This morning, on behalf of Ghana Water, we are here to recognize the dedication, commitment, and loyalty that you, Auntie Gloria, as a customer of Ghana Water Company, have been to us. You've contributed to the growth of our company very well. Amongst over 100,000 customers, we've picked you as one of our top loyal customers who pays water bill on time. So we want everybody to learn from your dedication and commitment to the growth of Ghana Water by paying their water bills on time. So we value you so much that as part of the Customer Service Week, we've selected you today to give you this token of our appreciation, a bit of water from our subsidiary G Water, and some few souvenirs in here to you. And every time you pick up this mug or wear this cup from Ghana Water, you remember that whatever you do as a customer, we watch, we appreciate, and we love. Thank you, and keep up the good work.
Water for coming to visit me, and I would like to say thank you to everyone once again.
So look at the
I'm my customers. I just show you I can say Santa Bella, me, ratio cheerful, I'm a myself.
Na chese we eye enkransha wode ehye eye empanifo mienu na fesu Ghana fo yina se beye na ebreso water bill ba anasa light bill ba obetumi etua no entempa so ye to ansem no so na emrahye bedwani a wogina mu edema adehia wonom ewo soame onimyamfo lawyer John Dakon enei wakeka na sase aboaboa no ho ede akwakoboa enipa bi asabe wonom akwaso bebi shada enjina ye na chese potokasem ye bekasa people with disability wase safo no wonum ehia ye papa nti nei wase wakeka sase kakra bi e de akwakoso wonum asese de beye na won so behu se na wo bi a wodwen wo ho
enianuma omo sabe omo adi dem kakra no we nipa sonko a ohia yi nyina ye mo wasonko aninti de betu mani se omo ewoku a omo ha na omo ni hiking ema omo twakwan omo ko ba bi a omo bre eno na kama kuma ema me ma hwende meto sa Vikings ni bi abro omo na abo omo ama omo nantie ewo yepeso esu no aye mbre kakra ebise obi a onim sede Viking no si adwuma bia no hu si obi akura bia driver ni kro to ne boase obi ride motorbike auto ne boase ye ne na nyina hu so obi kura Viking na unu se nipa kro no sebe nani asaya o se ohwe na bo no ba na ye me no kamia ko se safo no ya na ye me ni nkum ya dia ehia me me pese me so me de special attention e ma wo mo se le be mo so ebra no emu ayemre kakra o hwe na hwetwe mu nsema esiye se de woka no kre districts ni nyina sika yemfama yemianu ma sabe mu ho adi dem kakra no na omo no edi eyo mu budget omo no edi ade a free next year na committee report ni mpisi bi hu bi mo ba bia na nyame aduma yemu bi yeda asociation of parliament yo sa committees no obi biara abeba sa committee no so a district bi e be hu se disability fund wa misappropriate and so wa misapply no Parliament, you know, they said them last year. What do we do? We refer you to the appropriate state agencies, police, and the Attorney General's Department.
I was answering Koyemuno, Ashanti Regional Vice Chairman, I will at the Blind Union, I know, or Sanso a President, our that Swami Blind Union, I know, Mr. Akwesi Boachi Yadom. Actually, ni so edima lawyer John Dako say wabe boa wom.
Mama me and so letter come and say me make us no hia kwachi. Na nyame adomane. Otobre makuma 40 pieces. Nti accident kuma no. Nyame sha no na akoni abami na nkoye ma. Challenges in the course because a disability fund is ka abandoned prayer near you. What you let us say we be so many years. And I mean, I tell me what my friends won't be a mobile. Maybe 2005. You want to get if I call Yara, what the hospital bills have been 2000. So, what do you want to say? And so, me, Ashanti Regional Blind Union, me and I'm vice chairman, I'm saying PR. So I'm happy and I'm making them that so I'm plan for you know. Last September ending regional meeting. Your chairman the whole Ghana, this is common founder this year about I will be bad phone also. I will be in our swatch. This guy but in this capital. And so who would you this guy? See how this canasa. The woman knew a chief and in my now. Adia Yana could keep on home be my AMI. I had them papa and why a cry.
Ajafo Madaro Madedu Sway, a dready and is Casam Sanano, Yanton Kra and Bratil. Sai Emma Kwaba BM, yes, share a dready on some Nasia, na yes, Eddie a free a year, China Mino, a moon, and a woman penny John Dramani Mahama, one China Mino, a Dika Subuma, one Eddie Como, Afa, a Tobia, a yana, and Yama Frigan, Hanum, Ecopium, China, Yana, the Dasun was say, was share, say, one be tariffs, and Nana say, a 29 Eddie every one on Portacasem was zero tariff trade. Nano, a Yankita Hundia Bia. Sabria Econo, one Eshese, a bit to me, Abba, na a dready one sem, a wo a bibi my moon, and I feel on my gun and mono, it's me, Ejnan and I so.
Between 2020 and 2024, China's exports to Ghana rose by nearly 46%, while Ghana's exports to China increased by over 11%. China's decision to grant zero tariff access to Ghanaian and African products signals the confidence in our partnership. It opens vast new markets for Ghanaian exporters, agro-processors, and manufacturers. And I'm happy to inform you that we reached agreement in principle, and we have targeted the end of October to be able to sign off on the zero tariff principle. I wish to commend the government of China for this act of solidarity. We are all aware that the multilateral rules-based trading system is being upended by unilateral slapping of tariffs on different countries. This is the time for us to solidarize and to come together, and this initiative by China is very timely.
Yet, and some no esona, and a young said, yes, Sidino, and what denone, Amanonisicano, a sea air cotichu, and $1.
Bank of Ghana will more a year rates on what they buy a facility in Nigeria, which almost as a CDA, aging 11 cities, 90 pesos, $1 or so. Now, which almost said we share and Yama Bonsu, it will just swap. Eswati nanso esa ne sidi no anwade aba fom ti ehun sunsanso no abeka eye interbank na fe eye forex market ahodo na wochomo se eye sidi no ba aba fom no sunsanso no ebeka me eye ahodo ayetonton eye fem engo na wochomo se sisi no sidi no e wo dollar no so ni dwadie no ejina 11 cedis 89 pesos. Well, just on one more aton 11 cedis 90 pesos. Pound no suni dwadie no ejina 15 cedis 85 pesos. Na one more aton 15 cedis 87 pesos. Euro no suni dwadie no so ejina a year 17 cedis 76 pesos. Oboko dwa so makoton 13 cedis 77 pesos.
Dedu sway eye agudie mu nsem na ansan na slide the sports doctor edebeto aso ne besan aton